there to start, along with Lola De Luka, Lillianna Morales, Lola Idir, and Nicole Ben-Cosme. An interesting look for St. Joe's is their leading scorer, Madeline Barone. She is not starting today. We'll see if she comes off the bench. And Lillianna Morales will take the opening tip against the freshman Chantel Larby. And here we go, Baruch and St. Joe's. Golden Eagles get the first possession, and Larby able to finish to give St. Joe's the early lead.
No. Okay.
Kostyal-Larrier up top for Idir. Ben-Cosme double teamed. Kostyal-Larrier finds Idir in the corner. Good pressure here from the Golden Eagles. Down low to Kostyal-Larrier. 3 to shoot. Idir will pull up, and it's going to be an air ball and a shot clock violation.
Well, Mike. Okay, John. Mike, what's happening is without the point guard, Baruch gets caught in traffic a lot offensively, and, no one really is going to take a shot.
Brianna Lopez, the point guard, starting this game on the bench. Callie Eichner defended by Kostyal-Larrier. Up top for Isabelle LeBron. She's pressured by Kostyal-Larrier. Pass down low, and it's out of the reach of Larby, and that's a turnover for the Golden Eagles.
Well, Baruch has been successful when they keep their hands and feet moving, and also a lot of help, communication. Now, offensively, Mike, again, you got to get a deal with her feet set because she's a knockdown shooter. And Kostyal-Larrier has to have a touch to initiate the offense because it really revolves around her.
And Lillianna Morales getting the Bearcats on the board with that putback layup. LeBron up top, guarded by De Luka. To the corner for Eichner. She's their best shooter. Larby on the low post. Looks up top, and that's going to be a 3-second violation.
Hey, Mike, what about the coincidence of having a name like LeBron playing in a basketball game? Wow.
Yeah, you better live up to your name if you're with a name like that.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. I'd love to talk to her at halftime.
LeBron, the transfer from Queens College. Missing the layup down low was Morales, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs with the Bearcats.
So one of the things that we've seen is when the Bearcats go good, they finish.
Kostyal-Larrier to inbound. All the way up top by half court to Ben-Cosme. Double teamed. Idir down low. De Luka. Kostyal-Larrier can't finish. And it was last touched by the Bearcats out of bounds.
You can make an argument that Isabella had contact. Lately the calls, we don't want to be critical on the refs, but a lot of calls lately have been no calls.
Here's LeBron driving in. Coach K wanted to travel there. Here's Andreaki, and what do we have here? It's an offensive foul.
Well, Lady Bearcats coming out in a formidable defense. And again, we're going to mention it. Hands and feet moving are going to create a lot of turnovers for you.
That foul was on number 30, Nora Williams, the junior. As Idir misses the three-pointer, it's rebounded by the Golden Eagles, Andreaki.
Idir's got to really get in a rhythm. She's such a good shooter.
Pass deflected. It comes back up top for LeBron for 3. That one's in and out. Rebounded by Andreaki. Trying to find Larby down low. It goes out to the wing for Eichner. And now it's Larby, guarded by Morales. 5 to shoot here for the Golden Eagles.
That was a travel, Mike. No call.
Bearcats come away with it nonetheless. Here's Kostyal-Larrier. Double team down low, finds De Luka. Near the free throw line, Morales kicks it out. De Luka wide open for three. No good. It hits the top of the backboard. It'll be with the Golden Eagles.
Well, that's a good shot for De Luka. She's capable of making it. Mike, both teams kind of feeling what the other team is doing. We got a 2-2 game, and I really think that Baruch is going to have to go to the basket and get some free throws here.
Pass down low. Williams is denied by Idir.
Hopefully Idir gets repaid offensively for that great defensive play.
Pass was deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bearcats. Just one bucket apiece through the first 4 minutes of play.
Well, Lady Bearcats have had their shots, but I think in a game like this, they need to go to the foul line.
St. Joe's is the best defensive team in the Skyline Conference in terms of points against per game. That one comes all the way back by the other baseline. Ben Cosme will bring it up the floor.
I don't know how many teams they played with such offensive depth.
Morales can't finish. Kostyal-Larrier able to come away with a rebound. It's knocked away. Here's Williams driving in on Ben Cosme, and she's able to finish.
Well, that was just a wasted possession because Baruch, is not taking care of the basketball.
Bearcats need to start knocking down shots. Right, wide open down low is Kostyal-Larrier, and it's a turnover.
One of the good things about Morales, well, there's a lot of good things. She finds people, her teammates, in good positions to score.
DeAndre McRae is going to check into the game. She replaces Ben Cosme. And Addison Della Porta checks in for St. Joe's. She replaces Williams. Della Porta, the freshman from Stony Brook.
Well, McRae, Mike, is the Energizer Bunny for the Bearcats. Immediately, she's an impact player when Coach K inserts her.
He's definitely going to look for some rebounding ability as Eichner drives in and lays it in.
Well, that's a 4-0 turnaround. We would knot it up at 2, but we don't want to let St. Joe's get momentum and confidence.
That three no good from De Luka. It's corralled by Andriaki, and Eichner will bring it up the floor, guarded by Kostyal-Larrier. Andriaki driving in on Morales, goes up and is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Critical time now, Mike, because kind of the momentum is on St. Joe's. And how is Baruch going to answer?
Gabrielle Andriaki, the lone senior for St. Joe's. She has the first free throws of the game. Misses the first.
Hey, Mike, was there a player on Villanova with a similar last name a couple years ago?
Ryan Archidiacono, maybe?
Yeah. Does that ring a bell to you? I don't know if there's any relation here.
A couple more syllables in that one.
Right. Anyways, it's in the same ballpark.
St. Joe's brings in Megan Erdman, the freshman from Bohemia, as Andriaki goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. That one deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bearcats.
I think Brianna Lopez is needed at this point in the game for leadership.
Pass deflected. It's off the head of Erdman, but the Bearcats regain possession.
That's usually something happens in a soccer game.
And they're going to get Idir for a travel. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by Michael Catrozos.
Yeah, Mike, I think Lopez needs to be in the game now. If you're going to have a point guard, you're going to have to get flow, movement, distribute the ball. What's going to get Baruch going? Idir can knock it down anytime. You have Isabella capable. You have McRae. You have Morales, inside, outside. De Luka can knock it down. So it's all there. Now, how is this going to begin? All the possibilities.
Still haven't seen Brianna Lopez in this game. She does lead the team in assists. And it looks like Coach K is going to stay with his current lineup.
Well, one thing, Mike, she can also distribute and get to the basket. And Baruch has not been to the line yet.
Eichner bringing it up the floor to the wing for Andriaki, defended by McRae. Finds Larby down low. Goes up, can't finish. And St. Joe's comes away with the rebound. Erdman defended by De Luka. Up top for Eichner. Andriaki drives in on Morales, can't finish, rebounded by McRae.
Good defensive possession by the Lady Bearcats. Now they have to make something happen, Mike. They haven't scored in a heck of a long time.
Morales near the free throw line, turns it over. Good defensive play there by Larby.
Well, defense is going to get Baruch going, there's no doubt.
Here's a three from Della Porta, and she drills it to give St. Joe's an 8-point lead.
Yeah. Now, we have 3:25 remaining first period. It's still early, but the momentum is clearly on St. Joe's side.
Baruch needs a bucket in the worst way right now as Brianna Lopez is getting ready to check in. Here's Idir. That's a good way to do it.
Well, Mike, you couldn't have said it any better. That's now a 10-5 game because that's a three. And that hopefully gets them mentally started.
She has been a fantastic three-point shooter during her first year and a half at Baruch as Della Porta lays it in with the left hand down low.
Well, that's too easy.
Kostyal-Larrier defended by Erdman. Wide open for three, and Kostyal-Larrier makes it a 4-point game.
So that's a six-point possessions for Baruch. Remember, they got to keep their composure. It's a home game. And they got to, Mike, figure out what works amongst themselves.
Della Porta defended by Morales, and Morales takes it away.
Well, defense leads to buckets.
Idir double teamed. De Luka for Morales. Back to the wing. Kostyal-Larrier defended by Della Porta. Idir will try another three. She got it again. It's a 1-point game, just like that.
Well, you see how things can change once you start to kind of, feel good about yourselves and your individual talent.
That three is way off the mark from Andriaki.
So this game, Mike, as every game, is always kind of a heavyweight fight. Teams punch at each other. And Baruch took punches from St. Joe's, and now they're punching back.
Lopez. Far side. Kostyal-Larrier. Lopez, who just checked into the game. Kostyal-Larrier, heat check, no good. And we're going to get a foul called. It's going to be on Larby.
Now, I would have swung the ball back to Idir because she had her feet set. And I would go with the hot hand.
Up top, Idir. Can she do it again? Not that time.
Well, that was a good decision by Lopez, which is why she's vital to the Lady Bearcats' attack.
And what do we have here? The referee blew the whistle, but the ball landed in his hands. It's a foul. It's on McRae. So the Golden Eagles will inbound down low.
So with just a minute remaining in the first period, Baruch once again get this back in their hands by defensively stopping St. Joe's.
Larby up top for Eichner. Della Porta swings it out to LeBron, who just checked back in. Defended by Lopez. Larby setting the screen, and LeBron drains a three.
Well, she's certainly living up to her name with that one.
First three-pointer of the game second three-pointer of the game for the Golden Eagles. Kostyal-Larrier double-teamed. Inside Ben Cosme, she lays it in.
Well, Ben Cosme is really the part B of the attack, along with Isabella for Baruch.
Just 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Larby defended by McRae, kicks it out to Eichner. Della Porta wide open. She could take it if she wants.
Where's the help?
She drives in and is fouled.
Yeah, you got to step in and stop the downward movement of the player. Baruch has been really successful in doing that this year.
The foul was on Lola Idir. It sends Addison Della Porta to the free throw line. She leads St. Joe's with 5 points up to this point. And she makes the first.
Well, St. Joe's has been at the free throw line a lot here in the first period. And Baruch has got to kind of get their tries.
Della Porta goes 2 for 2. Shot clock is off. Baruch can hold for the final shot. Ben Cosme brings it up the floor. Finds Lopez down low, but she turns it over.
Yeah, Lopez was no position to do anything, Mike.
And the shot way off the mark from Della Porta. She wanted a foul. Didn't get it, though. And the first quarter comes to an end with a 17-13 St. Joe's lead.
Mike, the momentum was clearly in favor of St. Joe's in that first period. And then the knockdown shooting of Idir and a couple of three-pointers turned it around. So second period, let's see, where the momentum is.
St. Joe's led by as many as 9. Baruch was able to cut it to 1. It ends in a 4-point deficit. Baruch made 3 straight three-pointers to make it a 1-point game when all the momentum was with St. Joe's early on.
Well, defensively, Baruch has been solid. And, again, that momentum swing was collective by St. Joe's. But Baruch is going to win this game defensively first. And then when Coach K installs his press, that usually is a huge difference maker. And we'll see if that happens. It's a situational thing. But it's really worked for him over the past few years.
St. Joe's is led by fifth-year head coach Kerry Connolly. The Golden Eagles have had some incredible defensive performances this season. They held CCNY to just 17 points in their season opener. So we'll see if the Bearcats offense has some more answers in these last 3 quarters.
Well, luckily, Mike, I think Lady Bearcats have a lot of weapons which CCNY does not have. But we'll know that soon in conference play. But there's a lot of possessions that somebody on this Lady Bearcat team could score more so than recent years.
Ben Cosme brings it up the floor. Idir kicks it out to Lopez. Idir thought about the shot. Ben Cosme double teamed. LeBron on her now. Able to squeak through. And the layup hits the bottom of the rim. It'll stay with the Bearcats, though.
Mike, St. Joe's is doing a great job of closing out the lane. So Baruch has got to do something on the perimeter because there's nothing happening in the lane.
This 2-3 zone has worked wonders for the Golden Eagles thus far outside of those
there's a great
late
look.
three-point shooters.
Great look and catch by McRae down low. McRae is a difference maker if you look at the total game.
Something to point out, we still haven't seen Madeline Barone, St. Joe's leading scorer. We'll see if she's available today, as that shot is way off the mark. But St. Joe's comes away with the rebound. LeBron takes 3. No good, rebounded by Idir.
Well, Mike, without Barone, you got some players.
As Kostyal-Larrier is found by Idir on an outlet pass, and she's able to tie the game.
Heck, that looked like a football play. Quarterback to a wide receiver en route.
Della Porta up top. Andreaki defended by Ben Cosme.
Good defense. Baruch clogging up the lane.
And Della Porta gets called for a travel. That one was clear as day.
Yeah, but Baruch's defense really made St. Joe's have to readjust, and they couldn't.
Kostyal-Larrier back up top for Ben Cosme. Lopez driving in, finds Ben Cosme, lays it up, and is fouled.
Now,
she'll go to the line.
Mike, that's an indication of what Lopez can do. Finds her teammates. Because without her, it's kind of like 5 players looking. You know, you do it, I do it. Who's going to do it?
So these are the first free throws of the game for the Bearcats. Nicole Ben Cosme knocks down the first, and the Bearcats have their first lead of the game.
I'm telling you, this is a game that Idir can have a big game because she's been open, and once she sets her feet, she's ready.
Offensive rebound, and the Bearcats will go right back to the free throw line.
Well, every game we talk about McRae contributing, that doesn't show up in the scoreboard.
Huge offensive board there by McRae, and now she'll shoot 2.
Well, right now, 8:02 left in the second period. Baruch is matching St. Joe's head-to-head.
McRae, the 70% free throw shooter, goes 2 of 2, and the Bearcats have a 3-point lead.
Now, defensive possessions are critical because they're going to set the tone for the Lady Bearcats, no matter who's playing in this gym.
Andreaki kicks it out to LeBron. Defended by Lopez. Larby setting the screen. They find Larby down low. The ball is loose. Lopez looking to come away with it, but she's called for a reach.
Well, there's that defensive pressure. St. Joe's can't really develop anything.
Lopez, since coming into the game, she has not come out.
Well, between me and you, we're going to have her at the driver's seat right here.
St. Joe's brings in Sarah Hansen for the first time. Sarah Hansen, by the way, a starting middle blocker on the women's volleyball team for St. Joe's. Two-sport athlete for the Golden Eagles. Andreaki driving on Ben Cosme. A three-pointer, no good from Della Porta.
Well, it was a good defensive possession.
Lopez finds Kostyal-Larrier down low. She's blocked by Hansen, who just came in.
Hey, was that a volleyball block, Mike?
Sure looked like it. As LeBron drains the three to tie the game, her second of the game.
Well, great defense, but unfortunately, LeBron comes back and it's you.
Lopez guarded by Eichner. Idir swings it out. Kostyal-Larrier.
Idir's open.
Pass was deflected, but it lands in the hands of McRae. Here's Idir for three. No good. Ball is loose.
Well, they did find Idir a little bit too late.
Andreaki out to Eichner. Eichner still not on the score sheet yet.
Well, they're going to have to take away the three from LeBron.
And Della Porta lays it in to give St. Joe's the lead.
Yeah, that was a breakdown, and St. Joe's took advantage.
The freshman Della Porta having a nice start to this game. 9 points to lead all players. Ben Cosme driving on Hansen, and she is fouled. We'll see if it's, I believe it was on the floor, so Baruch will inbound.
Well, when Nicole puts her shoulder down, she needs to continue and try and get an old-fashioned three because she's got good body control.
De Luka just back into the game, finds Kostyal-Larrier down low, and she makes no mistake.
Now, De Luka, remember, we haven't mentioned her name a lot, but she's in the mold of Angela Baccarella. Does it all for the Lady Bearcats.
The freshman certainly making a name for herself this season. Pass down low is last touched by St. Joe's out of bounds. It belongs with the Bearcats.
Well, there's the solid defense leading to a turnover. Mike, here we are like we were early in the first when we were knotted up. And who's going to now go on that little run?
5.5 to go in the first half. Idir bringing it up the floor. Bearcats looking to regain the lead as Morales, who just checked back in, drives on hands in, kicks it out. Kostyal-Larrier, no good. Rebounded by Morales. And they're going to get her for a travel.
Yeah. Morales has got to give it to Lola. Once she sets her feet, it's a good chance it's going to go in. I know that Morales is trying to get it low, but the high percentage there was Idir.
Eichner kicks it out. Andriaki driving in on Kostyal-Larrier. And that was not touched by a Bearcat. It's a turnover by the Golden Eagles.
This is a solid defensive effort by the Lady Bearcats in this first half.
It's been a low-scoring affair thus far. And there's a turnover. Eichner getting in the passing lane.
Well,
falls down.
Those are the turnovers that either get the gray hair of the coaches or they literally lose their hair.
Erdman for three. That one hits the backboard. And a tie-up down low. It'll go to the Bearcats.
Well, Baruch will take those kind of wild shots all day. I think they want to stop the penetration of St. Joe's.
Yeah, that one got nothing but backboard.
That laid a lot of bricks, Mike, around the city.
Erdman not normally in the rotation, but with Madeline Barone not available, she's getting some minutes.
Mike, Baruch's attempt to penetrate the lane is being shut down. They need to go perimeter at this point.
No good on the three by De Luka. Morales comes away with the rebound. Kostyal-Larrier dribbles it out. Morales down low. McRae lays it in.
Well, that's the way you draw it up, Mike. And listen, Morales means well, but she's going to have to really think of some options other than really go into the heart of the St. Joe's defense.
Della Porta guarded by Morales. Gets the screen from Andriaki. To the corner for Erdman, driving in. And they call a foul.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle, Mike. Not needed.
Very quick whistle, and Coach K is beside himself.
I think Coach K's disagree with a lot of the calls here. I would say let them play.
And Erdman's going to go to the free throw line here. If there was a foul, I thought maybe it would be on the floor.
Nah.
It didn't look like she attacked the basket.
It looked like let's say the kind of call you don't make.
So Megan Erdman with a chance to tie the game here. Hits the first.
Too many free throws for St. Joe's in this first half.
Erdman goes 1 of 2. Bearcats clinging to a 1-point lead as we approach 3.5 to go in the first half. Errant pass. Ben Cosme stays with it. Kostyal-Larrier defended by Eichner. Ben Cosme up top for Morales. De Luka. And that's a travel.
You know what? De Luka was on her way to making a play. Just kind of got her feet entangled. Now remember, without Idir, you got a problem because you don't really have a lot of room inside, so you're going to have to go perimeter.
So Eichner will bring it up the floor for St. Joe's, and it's turned over. Kostyal-Larrier getting in the passing lane. Ben Cosme driving, And they're going to get her for an offensive foul.
Well, you know what? Isabella should have tried to get that off.
She kind of led with her elbow there. That's an easy call for the officials.
Once Isabella's got positioned down low, she's got a good chance of making the basket.
Williams just back into the game. Up top for Hansen. Pass down low. Williams can't finish. Rebounded by Morales.
What a great defensive play.
Morales turns it over.
Mike, without Lopez, you're going to see things like that. The ball has got to be in the hands of Lopez so she can make decisions. Because everybody else is freelancing, and that could be a problem.
Coach K ripping into Morales, telling her to stop dribbling so much. As Williams lays it up, no good. Rebound Hansen, and she's able to finish to give St. Joe's the lead.
Well, Baruch had been really getting it done defensively until that.
That one off the foot of LeBron. It'll stay with the Bearcats. De Luka to inbound with 2:07 to go in the first half. Morales. De Luka looking for Ben Cosme down low. It's last touched by a Golden Eagle.
This is the moment where a player of the caliber of Isabella has got to really take over.
Kostyal-Larrier just able to get it in time. Pass knocked away. It lands in the hands of De Luka. And a turnover. And now a breakaway for Eichner. Had to pick up her dribble, and she goes to the floor. And it looks like Kostyal-Larrier is going to get called for a foul.
With 1:44 left in the second period, Mike, Baruch is lost offensively. Defensively, they are really hanging tough. But offensively, there's a confusion.
Not the best offensive quarter for both teams, as Kerry Connolly calls his first timeout. Baruch outscoring St. Joe's in the second quarter, 11-8. St. Joe's clinging to a 1-point lead.
Well, if we really look at the overview of the first half, Mike, Baruch has had a solid day. You know, they've been in position. They clogged up the middle. Really haven't been hurt by the three.
Baruch with 12 turnovers, St. Joe's with 9. There's been a lot of those in this first half.
A lot of the turnovers, Mike, has been confusion offensively by the Lady Bearcats.
St. Joe's playing strong defense in their 2-3 zone.
Well, just clogging up the middle has caused the confusion by the Lady Bearcats.
Eichner to inbound down low, just able to get it in time. LeBron defended by De Luka. Now Hansen swings it out. Andreaki for three, and she drills it.
Well, that was a terrible play because she set her feet.
And Coach K slamming the clipboard on the bench, very frustrated. And now Baruch's going to get called for a travel.
On top of it, she threw up a knuckleball, which, if you're a coach, it's really got to, add to the horror of her making it.
Williams defended by Morales. Hansen. Now Eichner, who's been quiet in this first half. LeBron driving on De Luka. Jumper is too strong. And Ben Cosme looking deep for De Luka. Morales jumper can't finish.
Well, that was a shot Morales has got to make.
Shots just not falling for the Bearcats of late, and Andreaki back-to-back threes to give St. Joe's a 7-point lead.
Baruch being hurt by a knuckleball.
Andreaki, the lone senior for the Golden Eagles. She's been big down the stretch.
Well, she creates a big momentum change.
Morales driving, kicks it out. Kostyal-Larrier, no good. Morales comes away with it, and we've got a foul. Let's see who it's on.
Well, David, sorry, Mike, as we look forward to the third period, we're going to have to get Lopez in the game if I'm coaching. We're going to have to get Idir in, because I'm going to have to get McRae in. Make sure she is in, because those are the people that kind of change momentum.
Lopez has played just 6 minutes in this game, and now a foul.
Well, a little frustration building on the part of Nicole. But you got to keep your composure. Whoever's the leader on the court for the Lady Bearcats has got to tell people, take a deep breath, we're good.
Baruch turning the ball over on the inbound. And then it sends LeBron to the free throw line. She hits the first.
Well, again, big advantage to St. Joe's being at the foul line. Literally, Mike, for 3 points.
LeBron goes 1 of 2 from the line, and this is now a 10-0 run for St. Joe's. Baruch can hold for the last shot here. Shot clock is off. De Luka out to Morales. Takes 3. No good. Rebound. And that'll do it for the first half. St. Joe's leads 32-24. And it started off ugly for the Bearcats in the first half. It got better, but then it got ugly again.
Well, Mike, the defense as a whole was very solid by the Lady Bearcats. But what happened was, all of a sudden, 6-point turn, and Baruch wasn't able to answer that. And that's why you have this 8-point lead by St. Joe's. Now, I think I mentioned it. Going into the third period, I would put in the game Lopez, keep McRae, and they're going to have to find a way, Mike, to get it done from the perimeter, because there's just nothing available in the paint.
And the 3 ball has kind of not been as reliable down the stretch. After hitting 3 in a row in the first quarter, they've missed 10 in a row since. St. Joe's, though, has been knocking down threes, courtesy of people like Andreaki and LeBron.
Well, in a game like this, it's a luxury to have Idir, who literally does what she does. Isabella can knock down threes. De Luka can knock down threes. So you got it. But I think my Lady Bearcats are being confused by the bottleneck in the paint by St. Joe's. It's discouraging them. They're going to have to overcome that.
St. Joe's certainly living up to their defensive heroics throughout the season. They've only allowed an average of 50 points per season. That's the fewest in the Skyline Conference, and they have given the Baruch offense trouble in this one.
So they're en route now to getting that low score. Baruch is 24 points. But there's a remedy, as you know. If you don't have an inside. Now, Baruch has not gone to the foul line enough to have a balanced attack.
Baruch has shot just 4 free throws on the day. They made 3 of them.
So, Coach K getting to the locker room late. Not going to be happy, but also got to be happy about the defensive overall performance, which is going to pay dividends in CUNY play.
St. Joe's just starting to knock down shots, and they finished the first half with an 8-point lead. We'll be back in about 12 minutes for the second half. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it is 32-24 in favor of St. Joseph's of Long Island over the Baruch College Bearcats. And, Joe, what do you think the Bearcats have to do better in this second half?
Well, defensively, we're good, Mike. Offensively, we need Brianna Lopez to do what she does, distribute the ball, make decisions, have movement. Idir's got to be in the game to knock down threes. McRae's got to be in because she's just a do-all. And Isabella and Nicole just need to be there when the opportunities arise. Of course, Morales, do-all player. De Luka, again, does a little bit of everything. So having said all of that, Mike, all the positives are there. Defensively, Lady Bearcats have done a great job. Of course, St. Joe's, known for their defense, is holding true to their character. So I think there's a lot of question marks, Mike. And we're going to see who comes out. And again, we've been talking about the momentum. A lot of momentum shifts in that first half. But at the score, that's basically the temperature outside. So hopefully it gets warmer here for the Lady Bearcats in this gym.
Couldn't say it better myself, Joe. Baruch's just got to stop turning the ball over. Just way too many turnovers down the stretch. 14 total for the game. Just 9 for St. Joe's.
And credit the defense, Mike, that has been bottling up the pain. So Baruch has no options. And if you don't have the three, again, that could cause turnovers. You know why? Mentally, you just get frustrated and you make errant passes. So hopefully whatever Coach K said at the half will get things going. And we'll see in the first 5 minutes of quarter number 3. Baruch Nation, hope you're enjoying this great Saturday, beginning of a new year. Alex, Serena, Carmelo, our loyal fans, nobody better than them are here. Hopefully you come out, see the men's game, which follows versus Trinity.
So second half underway. It's Callie Eichner driving in on Morales. Nearly turned it over. Kicks it out. Isabel LeBron, who's been red hot, misses that one. St. Joe's comes away with the rebound. It's Andreaki up top. Eichner defended by Idir.
That's good D by the Lady Bearcats.
6 to shoot. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Nora Williams.
Well, offensively, we're not sure what we're going to see. But defensively, credit Coach K, his staff, and the players. It's been a good defensive outing by Baruch.
And Coach Connolly for St. Joe's making a quick substitution, taking Williams out. She's got 3 fouls. They bring in Addison Della Porta, who leads St. Joe's with 9 points. And we've got a tie up here. It's going to stay with the Bearcats as Morales nearly turned it over again. She's got 4 in the game.
Once again, we don't see any plan offensively by the Lady Bearcats. There's just a lot of standing around and indecision.
St. Joe's finished that second half on a 10-0 run. Bearcats would love to break that early. Kostyal-Larrier, who leads the Bearcats with 7.
Now this zone by St. Joe's, they converge, Mike. They take things away.
Nearly turned it over again, but it ends up with Idir. Long pass, and now she does turn it over.
Well, there was no reason for that pass. That was a giveaway. Mike, we're past Christmas. There's no reason to give out presents.
She was looking for Kostyal-Larrier, but it went right into the hands of Della Porta. Morales comes away with the rebound, and the Bearcats push up the floor. Kostyal-Larrier, De Luka, back up top, Idir. They reset.
Idir's got to set up, and they got to find her.
De Luka. High post, Morales driving on Larby. A three from De Luka, no good. And LeBron comes away with it for St. Joe's.
Well, it was a good shot by De Luka, just didn't drop.
That was probably their best possession in this scoring drought that they've had. They just aren't able to finish.
Well, people are going to have to get creative, Mike, for Baruch.
Ben Cosme driving in, and she's fouled. And she's down. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, she took a hard fall. But that was creative, Mike. Little crossover. She was on her way to the basket.
Ben Cosme helped to her feet. We'll see if she's able to stay in the game. The foul was on Larby. That's her third.
Yeah, we just want to mention to Baruch Nation, seen a great defensive performance by the Lady Bearcats. But now creativity is going to take over.
Kostyal-Larrier can't hit. Morales with the putback.
Well, that's a big-time play by Morales in the paint with a lot of hands.
They really needed a bucket. They had gone 6 minutes and 25 seconds without one. St. Joe's nearly turns it over there. And Ben Cosme comes away with it. And she's down again. She might have to come out of the game, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you, Nicole is a defensive presence for the Lady Bearcats. She really locks in on the opponent and seems to be in pain. We're hoping she's okay.
She is yet to get to her feet, and now the trainer's going to come out.
Yeah, you know, defensively, you got to feel bad for people that are playing at such a high level. And it's never easy when you take a hard fall.
Ben Cosme, she's been really important to this team. We just haven't seen a whole lot of her this season. She missed 8 games. Came back against Medgar Evers on December the 11th.
Well, I like, you know, in games like this, Mike, it's going to take people like Idir, but more creative players who can create their own shot off the dribble and be versatile. Because that's what really St. Joe's is saying. You're going to beat us with creativity, not the basics. Outside shooting, big-time post player.
Trying to figure out just by looking what's exactly bothering Ben Cosme. It looks like her left wrist, maybe.
Yeah, Mike, she took 2 hard falls in the last couple of minutes.
She did. Back-to-back possessions. And she's going to come out of the game. McRae's going to take her place, and she's...
Yeah, gotta clap it up for her. She's a real player and vital to the Bearcat attack.
Just her 5th game after transferring from Monroe University. And hopefully she doesn't have to miss any more time. We'll see if she's okay later on.
Well, Lady Bearcat has a good possession.
And De Luka for 3.
That was a great look, great catch, great shot. That's all you need, Mike, to get back in.
They hadn't been knocking down shots, and that's a big one from the freshman to make it a 1-possession game.
Well, she's not really a freshman, Mike, because after a couple of games, you get used to the speed of the game. And, you know, it doesn't take long for freshmen to become sophomores.
And that's going to stay with St. Joe's. Ball was behind McRae. And now Chantel Larby is down, needs help getting to her feet.
This hardwood is literally that, Mike. It's hard.
And they're going to call on the trainer again. Hoping we don't get any MetLife turf allegations here at the Arc Arena.
Yeah.
For all my Giants and Jets fans out there. Looks like the right ankle for Larby. That would be a huge loss. They're already down Madeline Barone, and Larby's their leading rebounder, and she's only a freshman.
Mike, in reference to college football, did you ever think you'd see the day that Indiana was #1 in college football? I know basketball, but, man, have things changed.
How about Fernando Mendoza, that Heisman winner?
Well, there you go. You got him at the helm. And, you know, in basketball, Mike, I know you're a Long Island guy. How has Hofstra and Stony Brook been doing?
You know, Hofstra's always at the top of their conference. Stony Brook, not so much. As Larby limps to the bench here. Hofstra did have a good win against a Big East opponent. I believe it was Seton Hall. I could be wrong.
Yeah, Speedy Claxton has really hit the ground running since he got there.
Sure has, and it looks like Larby is going to leave the gym here. So we play on. Andriaki, spin around shot, only had 4 to shoot. And it's an offensive rebound.
Well, the defense has got to be right on a high level for the Lady Bearcats to take over this game.
LeBron well short on the 3. Shot clock still running. And the 3 from Della Porta, no good. And now it's going to stay with St. Joe's. Last touched by Idir.
Well, if we're ever going to see big-time defense, Mike, it's going to be now from the Lady Bearcats. Because if your offensive woes don't motivate you defensively, nothing will.
Baruch has been out rebounding St. Joe's in this game, but now St. Joe's is down their leading rebounder with Larby coming out as that shot by LeBron misses, and now it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Well, it's a 3-point game, 5:51. Excuse me. This is Baruch's opportunity, Mike, to, change things right now.
Baruch with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie. Morales at the top of the key.
Now, Idir's got to find her spot. De Luka's got to find her spot, and people have got to get their eyes open and make a see. That's just too easy.
That's another Christmas gift, as you mentioned before.
Well, what it does is, Mike, it makes it even harder for you to get into that rhythm. Instead of taking 2 steps forward, you take 3 steps back.
Brianna Lopez is going to check back in. She replaces Morales.
Well, credit Coach K putting in a difference maker in Lopez.
Lopez only played 6 minutes in that first half.
Well, Idir's got to move, get herself open. LaDuca's open. Got to swing the ball. Too much traffic in the paint.
De Luka trying to redeem herself after that turnover. No good. Kostyal-Larrier comes away with the rebound. Idir from the top of the key. No good.
Well, everything was great until the miss.
And Andriaki just lets it go out of bounds, and now she's holding her ankle. It looked like she just had something on her shoe.
Well,
so it remains a 3-point game.
it's right there for the taking, Mike. Either team.
Eichner from the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Della Porta. Eichner, who's been quiet in this one. She's their leading 3-point shooter. She's only got 2 points, though. Drives, can't finish. Idir comes away with it. Outlet pass to Kostyal-Larrier, and it's just out of her reach.
Well, good decision by Idir. And that was another football play. Just a wide receiver, she just ran out of real estate.
Eichner brings it up the floor. St. Joe's has yet to score in this third quarter, and we're over halfway through. All we've had so far was the 3, and now St. Joe's able to finish.
Mike, you jinxed it, but that's okay.
And De Luka able to finish at the other end. A quick answer, and it's a 30-second timeout called by the Bearcats.
Well, this is, Mike, anybody's game now. But I think the defensive, really great job by Lady Bearcats today is going to pay dividends moving forward. They're up against a great defensive team, and hopefully it rubs off.
De Luka did not score in the first half. She's got all 5 points here in the third quarter for the Bearcats.
Well, De Luka is a key component now of the Lady Bearcats going forward. Remember, we keep saying Angela Baccarello was that incredible one-stop shopping person, and this is De Luka's version of that.
And Baruch still has only been to the free throw line twice in this game. Just 4 total free throws.
You realize, Mike, what a difference that would have been, point-wise, on the scoreboard. Had they had, normal attempts at the foul line.
So Callie Eichner will bring it up the floor. Della Porta, who leads all players with 11 points, finds Andriaki. Hansen setting the screen for Eichner. Finds Hansen down low, defended, and that's a 3-second violation.
Well, there's the defense again. Bearcats staying in the position and really causing the turnover. That's the way you draw it up.
Kostyal-Larrier on the high post. Gives it back to Lopez. Idir will try a 3. That one just short. Rebounded by McRae, but gets knocked into the hands of Della Porta.
Mike, Idir had some contact. You could have made a case for.
Hands in, defended, and it's stripped away by De Luka. And she's all by herself, and she's able to finish. 1-point game.
Well, there you have it, Mike.
That's a big-time play from the freshman, just ripping it out of the hands. Andriaki is fouled, and she's able to finish. Chance for a 3-point play.
I think what you're going to have to do, Mike, is you're going to have to get a little bold and just go for the ball. Anytime St. Joe's puts the ball on the floor, you're Baruch, you're going to have to go try it. Like in football, cause a fumble.
The foul was on Idir. That's her third.
That's a tough position for the Lady Bearcats to be. You need Idir in the game, in a game like this.
And Andriaki completes the 3-point play. It's a 4-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Lopez, defended by Erdman, just back into the game. Pass down low, finds nobody. It's a turnover.
Well, these have been the momentum changes in this game. Turnovers.
That's the 19th Baruch turnover today. Williams just back into the game. Finds Erdman up top. Eichner, defended by Kostyal-Larrier, and she turns it over. Lands in Idir's hands. Idir for Kostyal-Larrier. She's triple teamed. Idir up top, and a whistle. What do we have here? Maybe Della Porta, her face, I believe, is bleeding.
Well, I think they need to stop the game, Mike, because when there's blood, you don't want these things to, be passed on and all that stuff.
She keeps wiping her nose, so they keep her in the game. Usually you're supposed to come out if there's blood.
I don't know why the referees are letting this happen. Well, there's another turnover out of confusion, Mike.
Eichner. Andriaki driving in, layup, no good. And McRae comes away with the rebound.
Well, the defense did their job, Mike.
Kostyal-Larrier up top, Idir. Lopez swings it out. De Luka loses it, and it falls out of bounds.
Well, what it's going to take now, Mike, is Lopez to work the top of the key and distribute to guys on the wing. Lady Bearcats, set your feet, De Luka, Idir. You're not going to get penetration.
Eichner brings it up the court, defended by Kostyal-Larrier. Nearly turned it over. She's able to stay with it. Williams, defended by McRae. Della Porta will pull a three, no good. And De Luka comes away with it.
Wow, she's threw up a couple of very interesting bricks in this game.
Kostyal-Larrier's three, just short, rebounded by McRae. And Kostyal-Larrier can't finish.
Wow, that was a beautiful play that just didn't get finished.
They did everything but. Andriaki makes a move on Morales. Her three-pointer, no good. And McRae will just watch it go out of bounds.
Well, it's a 4-point game. Baruch is right there. But from the beginning of the game, Mike, the lack of decision-making by the Lady Bearcats has really played its part.
And Della Porta has just come out of the game, so they can take care of that bleeding issue if there was one. As Idir is short on the three.
Well, the opportunities have been there for the Lady Bearcats. Both layup-wise, outside shooting, particularly that one from Idir. That usually goes down.
30 seconds to go, third quarter. Baruch with just 7 points in this third quarter, and Lola De Luka has all of them. Williams throws it away. LeBron able to stay with it. 8 to shoot here for St. Joe's. LeBron gets a screen and turns it over. De Luka is fouled.
Well, it's a break for the Lady Bearcats, but it was created by solid defense.
The foul is on Andriaki. That's her first. So Baruch with 6.8 to go in the third quarter will have a chance for the final shot.
Well, I want Baruch to be creative here with a chance to get to the foul line, Mike.
Kostyal-Larrier for De Luka. Morales goes up and can't finish.
Well, that was creative. The shot was right there. Well, Mike, I think you know where this is at. It's a 37-33 game. It's anybody's game. But defensively, this is a heavyweight fight. And we keep using the word in this particular game. Baruch will win the game if they could be creative from each player on the court, because your traditional ways of scoring are not there.
They just got to start finishing, and they got to stop turning the ball over. They've got 21 in the game. But St. Joe's only 5 points in that third quarter. Baruch with just 9.
Well,
so they've cut the deficit to 4 here with 10 minutes to play.
We were worried about LeBron, but not a worry. And after that, it's really scored by committee for St. Joe's. Nothing to worry about if you're Baruch.
So Baruch will have to go forward without Nicole Ben-Cosme, who was lost to a wrist injury.
Yeah, we're hoping she's okay.
They have played without her for most of the season. Again, she did miss 8 games. This was only her 5th game of the season. And St. Joe's now down their leading rebounder, Chantel Larby. Pass down low, Williams. Hansen up top, LeBron pulls a 3, no good. And McRae with a strong rebound.
Happy to see McRae in the game. Such a solid player on both ends of the court.
De Luka defended by Eichner. Kostyal-Larrier for 3, too strong. And McRae with an offensive rebound. And they throw it away. That's just not a good looking turnover.
Yeah, Great shot by Isabella, but not sure what McRae was thinking on that pass.
We've had a lot of errant passes. It sure says a lot about the St. Joe's defense.
Well, Mike, when you don't have that traditional point guard, everything should start up again.
Andriaki swings it out to Eichner. She'll pull a three. That one way off the mark. Williams able to keep it alive, but Kostyal-Larrier comes away with it.
Well, great defense hopefully leads to an offense.
Idir back up top. Kostyal-Larrier drives in. Can't finish. Rebound McRae goes up. No good.
Hey, those attempts might come back to you when it's all said and done. Those misses.
Eichner swings it out. Andriaki defended by Morales. Kicks it out. Eichner, no good. Kostyal-Larrier has it now.
Luckily, Eichner hasn't been close to the basket.
Morales defended by Eichner.
Now they got to move the ball. Somebody's got to set their feet on the wing.
Idir, 10 to shoot now for the Bearcats. Morales driving. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay with the Bearcats, and now Chantel Larby is going to check back into the game.
Well, that was a good decision by Morales, but she just didn't have the angle to finish her drive.
St. Joe's also brings in Alexandra Madrigal. First time we're seeing her today. De Luka, the hot hand for the Bearcats, no good. Idir, and they blow the whistle. There was a shot clock issue. Coach K not happy there, so Bearcats will inbound underneath with 18 on the shot clock.
Well, move the ball. Somebody set their feet. It's going to have to come from the perimeter, Mike.
And Morales is fouled. Madrigal, who just came into the game, she picks up the foul.
Well, Baruch Nation, take note. It's a 4-point game. Anybody's game. We just need a bucket, preferably a three.
Idir will try it, and she nails it.
Well, right on cue. Thank you, Idir.
Della Porta for Larby, who just checked back in. Andriaki driving in, and she's fouled on her way to the basket. Morales picks up the foul.
Well, that was a tough drive. And once again, the differentiate of foul line attempts is really mounting. St. Joe's with a big advantage at the line.
And we have a whistle here.
Well, that's clearly a violation.
It was a lane violation.
Now, we got a three-point shot from Idir. We got a lane violation. Mike, let's see this momentum changing right now with 7:23 remaining.
So Andriaki gets robbed of her second free throw attempt. Morales.
Open.
De Luka for three. No good. Ball is loose. Kostyal-Larrier comes away with it. Idir will try again. That's in and out. And Larby secures the rebound.
Well, Baruch is going with the hot hand right now, which is Idir. Mike, you're going to have to let her get her shots off.
Sensing a little bit more energy from the Baruch offense here. That shot from Madrigal, no good.
Well, it's all going to be defensively how this game turns out.
De Luka gets a deflection there. It ends up with Madrigal. Swings it out. Andriaki driving in, and we've got a foul on the floor. It's on Kostyal-Larrier.
Mike, that's a ticky-tacky foul.
Wasn't much there, Joe.
Yeah, I think these referees like to hear the whistle blow.
So Andriaki will inbound. LeBron for three. That one's short.
Well, Baruch has done their job from the perimeter against St. Joe's.
Kostyal-Larrier defended by LeBron. St. Joe's back in their 2-3 zone.
Got to move the ball. Somebody set their feet.
De Luka will try a three. That one off the mark. McRae the rebound, and she's fouled on her way up.
I'll tell you, McRae does a game in and game out. She gets crucial rebounds and always in the mix.
She's got 14 rebounds today.
I'll tell you, Mike, we need to give her game balls literally every game.
So these are the first free throws of the second half for the Bearcats as McRae hits the first.
Well, we're right there in this so-called heavyweight boxing match.
McRae, a 70% free throw shooter on the year. She's 4 for 4 from the line today, and we're tied.
Well, it's easy to say what the formula is in the final 6 minutes. Defense is going to get one of these teams a victory.
Just under 6 minutes to go in regulation time. A turnover down low. Morales comes away with it.
Well, it's going to be more movement now. They got to move the ball, get people open.
And we've got a foul down low. Looks like it's going to be on Williams. That's going to be her 4th foul.
Well, Morales is trying to work in the paint. Not necessarily going to be a good option. It's going to be from the perimeter.
St. Joe's has a couple of players in foul trouble now as Idir with her 4th three of the game.
Well, Lola keeps listening to me, so that's a good thing.
Whenever you ask for her, Joe, she seems to deliver.
Yeah.
Williams, who's got those 4 fouls, nearly turns it over. Ends up with Della Porta.
Hands and feet got to make things happen right now.
LeBron for 3. That one's good.
Well, LeBron living up to that name.
Isabella LeBron just catching and shooting and tying the game at 41.
Well, Baruch Nation, I would go get a snack and come back because this is going to be a real interesting game. So much on the line. Sending a message to your respective conferences, what to expect. And I think Coach K wants to be known as a defensive team. We know what St. Joe's is about. But if you want to be a complete team, you want to be offensively capable and defensively. And we keep mentioning about the depth of the Lady Bearcats. So a lot of optimism going into CUNY play, Mike.
Mm-hmm. We mentioned DeAndre McRae with those 14 rebounds. That ties a season high. She's been really good in the paint today.
Well, she keeps plays alive, which is so important.
So after Idir with her hit her 4th three of the game, Isabella LeBron with a quick response to tie it at 41 with 5:03 to go in regulation time.
Well, a lot's going to be asked of Idir, but rightfully so.
St. Joe's has 2 players with 4 fouls. That's Larby and Williams. Loose ball. Morales comes away with it, but she was out of bounds when she secured it. So it'll go with the Golden Eagles.
Morales did everything but make the shot. Good decision. Got in the paint. And this is going to be important. Got to finish because in the paint hasn't been so available.
That's been the story of the second half, just not being able to finish on both sides. But now we're seeing some players knock down some shots. Andriaki will try a three. That one's off the inside of the rim. LeBron back up top for Eichner.
Boy, it's the loose balls that you wish you had back, Mike.
Andriaki with 8 to shoot. Williams for Eichner. Driving. Eichner just throws it up. Williams comes away with the rebound, and she's fouled.
Well, Baruch did everything possible, Mike. They ran down the shot clock, and then you get this errant ball falling in the hands of St. Joe's.
And that is the 4th foul for Lola Idir.
Well, with 4:10, Coach is going to have to make a decision. I'm afraid you're going to have to keep her in the game.
So Nora Williams will shoot here. She's got 2 points today. Looking to give St. Joe's the lead. That one is too strong.
Well, I'm very critical, Mike, of the rims here. That's a one-time. I'm not critical.
You always mention how the rims need some WD-40.
Yeah, I'm going to get a ladder and do it myself during the week.
Williams misses both, so the game stays tied. Morales down low.
Oh, what a great
McRae
play.
with the finish.
Well, McRae's got to get a game ball, Mike.
Just great ball movement by the Bearcats. We haven't seen that a whole lot today. And St. Joe's with a quick response. Eichner.
She did everything to miss that shot, Mike, but she made it. Too much momentum.
Got some help from the rim there. And we've got a foul down low.
Mike, what Baruch has got to do now is be very conscious of the clock. Don't go until about 10 seconds. Take time off the clock and hope to get a positive occurrence on offense. Don't give St. Joe's extra time to work with.
And that foul was on Nora Williams, so she has fouled out. And they're going to bring Larby and Della Porta back in. Larby also has 4 fouls. So Baruch looking to retake the lead here as Kostyal-Larrier gets ready to inbound. She finds Morales down low, and she's able to finish the layup.
Well, great pass, great catch, and a great finish.
She hasn't been able to finish much today. Good time for it as it gives Baruch the lead.
Now, this is a big stop. Well,
and they call a foul on Morales. I thought that was all ball.
Mike, first of all, it was a quick whistle, so the play really didn't happen.
Excuse me, the foul was on Kostyal-Larrier.
Well, Baruch, like in football, is going to have to make a play now.
They inbound to Larby.
You're gonna have to get a. Oh.
And Larby wide open down low, able to tie the game.
Well, you did everything right, but then you get a breakdown. Nothing you could do about that. What you got to do, Mike, is keep your composure. You got to work the clock.
Morales too strong on the jumper. McRae came away with the rebound, but it was a jump ball. And it'll go to St. Joe's with the possession arrow.
Well, McRae keeps making plays. She's doing everything possible. And we're knotted at 45.
Both teams with 4 fouls in this fourth quarter, so any foul going forward will be free throws. Good find by Eichner and LeBron with a short jumper.
Those are 2 breakdowns, Mike, on defense by the Lady Bearcats.
2:18 to go. Kostyal-Larrier's three is well short.
Well, she had the shot. Again, I need to get the ball in Idir's hands to get a shot.
LeBron's three is short. Morales comes away with the rebound, and she's fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Mike, I need the Lady Bearcats to huddle and say on offense, we got to go with Idir. Get her the ball, whatever it takes, having her feet set.
So first free throws of the game for Morales. She's got 11 rebounds, second to McRae in this one. No good on the first.
Well, minute 57, it's going to come down to foul shots.
Tightly contested one on this Saturday afternoon in Manhattan.
Basketball at its best. Two very big misses. Great play by Isabella. Now, where is Idir? Keep moving the ball. Set your feet.
Morales goes up, can't finish. Last touch by Morales out of bounds.
Well, there you have it. That was a missed opportunity with a capital M.
Between the missed free throws and the missed layup.
Well, once again, you're calling on your defense. You got to look up at the clock.
Eichner moving on Kostyal-Larrier, nearly threw it away. Andriaki comes away with it. 1:30 to go in regulation time. Good move. LeBron's jumper, no good. Rebounded by Della Porta.
Well, McRae did everything to set up a Baruch get.
You can't have any more offensive rebounds if you're the Bearcats. Starting to run out of time here as Eichner throws it up and finds the hoop.
Eichner's had answers, Mike.
He's had two of those wild shots that have gone in. De Luka, no good on the three. It'll stay with the Bearcats. Under a minute to go here.
Mike, it's been a number of possessions since Idir had a shot.
We'll see if they can find her here, but first, a timeout called by Kerry Connolly.
Well, I hate to be simplistic, but St. Joe's just made some plays to move them into the lead, and Baruch has not answered. They missed foul shots, missed an easy in-close basket attempt, and that's why you have a 4-point lead for St. Joe's. 51 seconds, Mike, you're going to say it's a long time.
And if St. Joe's does come away with the victory here, the name of this one has been missed opportunities.
It was a game of runs, we can say that. And Baruch did everything they could to get a win or put themselves in a position to win.
51.3 to go in this non-conference tilt between the Bearcats and the Golden Eagles. Baruch will inbound under the basket. It'll be Kostyal-Larrier. Pass down low. McRae lays it in. That's huge.
Well, this is the defensive possession, Mike, right here.
Need a stop here if you're the Bearcats.
And they need the ball back real quick.
They're not fouling yet. 20 to shoot for St. Joe's. Andriaki goes up. No good. Bearcats come away with it. Chance to tie here. Kostyal-Larrier.
Where is Idir?
She's got it.
Got to get it back.
Give and go with De Luka. 20 seconds to go.
Got to get it back. Somebody's got to screen for Idir.
12 to shoot here. Morales, McRae.
Where is Idir?
Jumper is good off the backboard from Morales.
Well, That's a great shot, Mike.
Morales hasn't had her best game, but she comes through when the team needed it most.
Well, we talked about creativity, and that was creativity. A little bank off the glass, and not a shot that we've seen, but we know she can make.
Absolutely huge.
Well, what is Coach K saying? Hey, Mike, if I'm Coach K, I put in his press, which is a difference maker, run the clock out, and obviously no foul.
Whatever happens, absolutely no fouls.
This is that press that has worked for him, particularly when Mia Castile was here. It was just, a lockdown. They got so many turnovers from it.
All even at 49 with 6.3 to go in regulation time.
You got to take away any possible St. Joe's play is leaking out and just bring the heat.
It's been pretty back and forth in this final quarter.
Bring the heat.
So St. Joe's will inbound here.
Well,
shot clock is off.
This is not about the press now.
Andriaki for three, no good. Rebounded by Idir.
Got to get a shot off.
From half court.
That's a foul, Mike. They didn't call it. Wow. She initiated contact in the act of shooting. Wow. If I'm Coach K, I think we have a case there.
Nothing called, though, on the half-court heave. So it stays tied at 49, and we've got bonus Cantos here in Manhattan.
Wow. What's your opinion on that, Mike?
I thought there was contact, Joe.
Wow.
And a lot of it.
Yeah, that was Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was so good at, initiating, going up and into the act. My goodness, I am really surprised. Look, they're talking about it, the refs at half court. I don't know. I don't think they're talking about where they're going to have brunch now. I think they missed something very, very big.
Well, nothing you can do about it now. So we got at least 5 minutes of bonus basketball here.
Heck, I would have gone to the monitor, but that's me.
So it ends. Regulation ends with a questionable no call there.
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't take much to see that there was contact, especially it was such a close play in terms of two players on top of each other, Mike. But this is the game of sports now. Sometimes it's not an exact science.
So here we go in overtime. Morales to take the tip against Larby. Baruch's also got Kostyal-Larrier, McRae, Idir, and De Luka.
Well,
St. Joe's wins the tip. Larby down low, kicks it out. Della Porta, the leading scorer today for St. Joe's, misses the three.
Well, Baruch hasn't been hurt from the perimeter by St. John's. And I'm not sure why that's a turnover by the Lady Bearcats to start this overtime period. Mike, we haven't seen Lopez. I don't know why. But you're going to have a decision maker.
Idir does have those 4 fouls in case they need to go to the bench. Della Porta. And they get her for a travel.
Defensively, I'm not sure Baruch could do anything better, giving up 49 points in 4 periods. But now it's really mental who's going to win this game.
49 points, right on par with the average points against for St. Joe's, as De Luka throws up a 3 and drills it.
Well, that's a freshman, Mike, who is no longer a freshman.
The freshman making an upperclassman type of play. She leads Baruch with 13 today. That shot no good, rebounded by Morales.
Now ball control. Baruch should not be in a hurry. The clock is your help.
Kostyal-Larrier looking to add to it, too strong, rebounded by Andriaki.
I want Idir to take that shot.
LeBron, Baruch in a 2-3 zone now. LeBron sends up a prayer and ties it at 52.
Well, the gal keeps living up to her name in big spots.
Morales kicks it out. De Luka, who had that big three to take the lead earlier.
Idir's got to get the ball. Swing it.
Morales goes up, can't finish. Larby comes away with the rebound.
Well, I don't like that Idir hasn't had a touch, Mike.
It's Eichner slowing it down. Bearcats going back to man defense here.
Got to make a play defensively.
Eichner pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by Della Porta. A three from Andriaki, no good. Larby secures the rebound. LeBron, the hot hand. That's deflected. It'll stay with St. Joe's.
The ball finding St. Joe's. Just one of those things now. But Baruch has got to turn up the intensity like they have it all season now. They have to find a way to get this home victory.
Larby, it's knocked away. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Joe's.
A victory here today would make Baruch scary going into shooting play.
2:26 to go in the overtime period. LeBron to inbound. Gets it into Eichner. 8 to shoot here.
Lady Bearcats have to make a play.
Guarded by Idir with those 4 fouls. Throwing it up was Della Porta, and it's a shot clock violation. It didn't touch the rim.
Now offensively, Baruch has got to work the clock. I don't go until 10 seconds. Make it harder for St. Joe's. Now, Baruch has got to score.
Kostyal-Larrier.
Where's Idir? Get in the ball.
Pass down low. McRae is fouled on her way to the basket, and Baruch will have a chance to take the lead.
I know they want to go in low, but Idir could have had a cup of coffee on the wing.
All of her shots today have been three-point attempts. She's 4 for 11. And now DeAndre McRae, who's 4 for 4 from the line today, will try and give the Bearcats the lead. Misses the first.
Well, we can't jinx anybody.
The foul was on Andriaki, her second. And McRae goes 1 of 2. Bearcats lead by 1.
Now, again, defensively, no fouls. Got to make plays. Got to get the ball.
Eichner working on Kostyal-Larrier. Gets a screen from Larby. In the corner, it's Eichner, defended by McRae. 8 to shoot. Reverse layup is good from Eichner.
I'm telling you, this girl would be great in the game of horse, Mike.
Sure would.
She's making trick shots.
She's come alive here in this second half. De Luka for 3, no good. And Eichner comes away with the rebound.
I don't like that Idir hasn't gotten a touch.
1:10 to go here in the overtime. Eichner thought about the 3. Gets it back from Larby. Now will take the 3, no good. Rebound Morales, under a minute to go.
Most critical possession of the game, Mike.
Oh, nice find by Idir, but McRae can't finish. It stays with the Bearcats. De Luka, and it's a timeout by Coach K.
Well, what I would do is I'd put Brianna Lopez in the game if she's available, just for her leadership. Mike, do you go to win the game, Or do you go to tie? You want a 2 now, Mike, right? Or a 3 would be great.
A 3 would be great, but you could take what you get. Down by 1.
48 seconds left.
Not a lot of time left.
I mean, a 3 would nice separation.
We see Coach K going to the clipboard, drawing something up for his players. Baruch has not gone to the bench at all in this overtime period.
Now, you're going to say, let's get it in close, but you got to be really good about, hey, I'm bottled up. Yell, somebody's on the wing. So that's where this may go. First thought inside, out.
Idir's got 4 fouls. So does Chantel Larby for St. Joe's. That's pretty much everyone who's in foul trouble, except Kostyal-Larrier. She's got 3, but that doesn't matter with this much time left.
48 seconds in eternity. The key now, smart, focused decision making. That's why you practice all week, Mike.
Kostyal-Larrier to inbound under the basket. Gets it into Morales.
Swing the ball.
Morales.
Idir's open.
And she traveled. That's the last thing you needed.
Well, Mike, she shouldn't be dribbling. Passing, somebody's going to get open.
Too many turnovers today. And now St. Joe's with a 1-point lead.
This is the defensive stop of the game.
Coach K yelling no fouls. 14 to shoot here. About an 11-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And
wow, that's
a foul away from the ball. They called De Luka for a push.
Well, that's one of those phantom calls, Mike.
Not sure I saw the foul, but it'll be LeBron to shoot free throws.
I'm not sure there was anything to see, Mike.
First foul for De Luka. And this will be, I believe, 1-1.
Well, not sure I want LeBron at the line, if you get me.
And it is 2 shots, actually. LeBron leads all players with now 16 points. St. Joe's goes up by 2. Chance to make it 3. And she hits both. Timeout, Baruch.
Well, Mike, here's the play. I think you need the 3, right?
You need the 3 now. If Idir's name is going to get called in this overtime period, now's the time.
This is it. Now, here's the other thing. As a decoy, how about Idir, but then position La Duca, who can make the 3. Those are my 2 options. La Duca, Idir, hoping that they could get found.
De Luka has hit a pair of 3s today. Idir with 4, tied with LeBron for the lead in this game. Kostyal-Larrier also with 1.
I'll tell you, LeBron has lived up to that name.
Sure has.
We've had some trick shots. We've had some opportune plays made. Again, it's going to come down to who makes more plays.
$20 seconds to go here in the overtime. It's St. Joe's by 3.
So, again, Baruch Nation, Idir for the 3, De Luka for the 3. Those are your very good chances of making a 3 to tie this game, with the possibility of a 4-point play always possible.
Idir will inbound in front of the Baruch bench. No shot clock here. Morales defended by LeBron.
Okay, there's De Luka.
De Luka's three, no good. Rebounded by Della Porta. Or excuse me, that's Eichner.
Mike, it was a good shot by De Luka, okay? The fact that she tried to bank it, okay. But at least a three-point threat. Tried to shoot.
Yeah, definitely can't complain about the shot. It's what you need in this situation.
There's no loser in a game like this, Mike. Both teams are going to get better moving forward because this is the highest level of competition. Game was close the whole game. Play here, play there decides the winner.
St. Joe's calling a timeout with 10.3 to go and a 3-point lead.
Now, Baruch's got 10 seconds to make a play.
We'll see if they try to foul here.
If ever you're going to go for the ball, Mike, this is it. Like in football, go for the ball. Get a fumble.
It'll be Andriaki to inbound for St. Joe's. Gets it into LeBron. And now they do foul. It's De Luka, who only has one foul today. That's the right person to be fouling. But LeBron back at the free throw line.
Well, LeBron has made all her shots. Foul shot today.
She's 3 for 4 from the line thus far. It's the first, and now it's a two-possession game.
Well,
no good, and a real quick timeout from Coach K.
Mike, you know something? 7.8 is kind of a lot of time.
Sure is.
If you could get a basket and a foul, then you're down one, foul without taking a lot of time off the clock.
Both teams each have one timeout left.
So this is where I'm going to have to look for McRae or Morales. If ever you're going to go low with the chance of a three-point play, it's now. Because or the possibility, three-point play, hopefully getting another possession of the ball because you're down 4. Yeah.
So the question is, do you go for the 3 here, or do you try to get 2 twos? We'll see what Coach K has up his sleeve here with Kostyal-Larrier to inbound with 7.8 to go. Someone looking to get open, and that was last touched by Idir. It's going to stay with St. Joe's.
Well, where was Morales, who usually comes to the ball initially?
Idir was the only one that got open. And St. Joe's able to get a hand on it, and that's probably going to do it. And they do foul LeBron, so she'll go back to the line.
Well, you mentioned numerous times, Mike, that turnovers were too much for the Lady Bearcats today.
She's got a career-high 18 points today, a chance to add to it here, and she does.
Well, she lived up to her name, and certainly down the stretch has been the difference.
Idir will hold it, and that will do it. St. Joe's, in their second consecutive overtime game, they win this one 58-53.
Well, Mike, I just want to tell you and Baruch Nation, there has to be a winner or loser. Both teams, give them a lot of credit for playing the game the right way. Really solid defense, offense. They found ways, both teams. You get a low-scoring game, but I guarantee you, Baruch is going to be better moving forward, having witnessed all the trials and tribulations of this game. Give your credit to St. Joe's, Mike, they found a way. Wasn't easy.
So St. Joe's goes to 7-4 on the season. Baruch drops to 5-8. And if you look at the score, you wouldn't have thought this would be an overtime game if you didn't watch it.
It's a great effort in all the areas. And the thing about it is, what do you take away? Take away going into CUNY, if you're the Lady Bearcats, you got a solid defense. You're going to really give people things to think about. And offensively, I keep saying you're going to need that leadership from the point guard position, and you're going to have to really rely on creativity, which is part of playing ball. So great things to look forward to. Big men's game might coming up shortly as the men try and, have rehearsal for CUNY play. And just a great day of basketball here in the New York area.
So next up on the schedule for the Lady Bearcats, it'll be a road matchup with Brooklyn College as they begin CUNYAC play. Next home game will be Saturday, a week from today, against John Jay. That's Alumni Day as well. It'll be a doubleheader with the men's team, and now the men's team will take the floor with the reigning national champion in front of them today in Trinity College. That game will begin in roughly 24 minutes. So that'll do it. St. Joe's wins it 58-53 from the Arc Arena. He's Joe Stolzer. I'm Mike Higgins. We'll see you for the men's game.